Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we're going to be going through all the top teams you can run for Nocturne Judicator today, and there have been developments compared to the previous week. So here's still going to be the best performing team if you have a Low-Ascension Fae like Legendary Plus. This is from Mars GMB, Blueturn on the right, Pinkturn on the left, Sinbad on the Stellar Bond, Fae behind the Midnight Hunter, Hugin in front of Valara on the left with the Star Blast spell. We're going to run this team because, yeah, this is the best Low-Ascension Fae low investment team that you will be able to run. However, there are some really interesting teams today, and the overall top team has become very pay to win. But it is going to be even outperforming the Fae Zanie teams. It is a Fae-less team. So that is definitely, yeah, a big shakeup. Honestly, like, obviously Fae is really good for this boss because of her charms that she will power up the Midnight Hunter's damage. However, even despite that, there is, like, those Celestial Hypogean pay-to-win heroes can come out on top, especially at this point in endless difficulty of Dream Realm. So 27 seconds left. We're doing well so far. And I wonder what we're going to be able to get from this team. The top scores of today are around about 277 billion damage, I believe. To put things into perspective, we're going to get 237 billion damage with the more budget, basically Low-Ascension Fae team comp. Okay, which is pretty decent. Next up, we are now going to show you a team from Fox 7 Zoff. So this is the best Maulers team, No-Fay but Maulers team out there. If you have Nazric and Shakir both at plus 10 exclusive equipment, you'll be able to run this team. Blueturn on the right, Pinkturn on the left, Nazric and Shakir on the Stellar Bond, Valara behind Shakir and Kruger in the back left corner with the Star Blast spell. This is an overall pretty solid team. I have really high level of investment on the entire team, so I'm going to get a disproportionately high score. But there you have it, 242 billion damage, and we're already into the top 2 position. Wait a second. No, I'm so off. It's 247 billion damage is the top score of today. I don't know why I was thinking it's like 270 or something. So already we're getting close with the Nazric Shakir Mauler team lineup. But obviously because we have really high investment on the entire team. Okay, so we have, this is a refined version from Mars GMB of the Ravion team. And this should be the best Ravion team out there. And I'm hoping that this can also hit 242 billion damage. We're going to see. So Pinkturn on the right, Blueturn on the left. It has Valara and Ravion on the Stellar Bond. Hugin in front of Valara and Fae in front of Ravion. And Fae to buff up the Midnight Hunter with the Star Blast spell. Let's go ahead and run this team and see what type of score we're going to get with this one. 243 billion damage, which is no joke. Especially because I don't even have high investment of Fae. I haven't even been able to refine her charms, and all of that would make a difference. So all other things equal, this is pretty heavily outperforming the even Nazric team. And 243 billion damage is a great score. And like, imagine if we had the maxed out Fae, I'm sure this could be hitting 244 billion damage or even higher than that as a benchmark. Okay, next up we have the team with Zanie, which is still going to be the best sort of budget-friendly team out there. This from Sybil, Retzigem, and then AK Tube. This is one of the team formations. Basically, I'll show you all of the alternates, but they're really similar. So this is going to be Blueturn on the right, Pinkturn on the left, only buffing up Fae on the Stellar Bond, Zanie in front of Blueturn, Hugin in front of Valara, and then you have one turret of Zanie behind Fae, one behind the Pinkturn with the Star Blast spell. Now this is going to be the best budget team out there, basically the best not crazy pay to win team, because the other ones we're going to show after this are pretty crazy. So here you have these two turrets of Zanie. Now you can have this second turret over here in the back left corner, or even here in the way back tile. And all of them are basically working, so you can try any of these arrangements. All other heroes stay in the same position. We're just going to go ahead and run this, because this is the team which has hit over 246 billion damage for a maxed out account today. So I think that this is a pretty good option. We're going to get a new record. 245 billion damage, right? So overall, Zanie is still on top. Zanie is still the queen. There's no question about that. The undisputed queen, basically queen for the budget sort of comps. However, if you have the pay-to-win Celestial Hypogeans, we're going to be able to get another 2 billion score boost. But not exactly, because like I said, if we had a maxed out Fae here, we would be hitting over 246 billion damage with this team. Okay, so next up, we have a team from Mars GMB. This is going to be a No-Mehira team. Now, if you have Fresto, if you have Aliceth built, definitely give this team a try, because this may be and may outperform the Zanie team for people if you have these heroes built, right? Pink on the right, Blue on the left, Real Fresco in front of Valar Illusion, also on the Stellar Bond, Hugin in front of Blue and Alicent in front of Hugin with the Star Blast spell. So we have a maxed out account here, so we're going to be setting the maximum possible benchmark of this team. So I'm expecting this should be over 240. Okay, over 245. No, we're going to get 244 in the first run. So at least from my level of investment, Zanie is still outperforming. However, depending on your level of investment, this can do better than the Zanie team, and so it is worth a try, definitely. Okay, so now finally we are going to show the top team of today from Frosty, the GG comp. This is for Celestial Hypogean team and using Mehira. So definitely this is very pay to win. If you have Mehira like at one copy, it isn't worth using her really, honestly speaking, because her damage is kind of needed to max out your score here, because she does good HP loss damage. So we have the maximum potential that this team can get. It's just going to come down to RNG. We should easily be hitting 247 billion damage with this team. So Real Fresco in front of Valar, Illusion in front of nothing, Blue Trin on the left and Pink Trin on the right. Only Real Fresco on the Stellar Bond. Mehira will be behind the Midnight Hunter. Alicent will be in front of Real Fresco. This is with the Star Blast spell. We're going to go ahead and send this team a few times, and right away we do hit the 247 billion on our first run. There's not honestly that much RNG from Nocturne Judicator, but look at this damage output of Mehira. If you have a Low-Ascension Mehira, you're not going to be obtaining this damage output, and then it's just not worth it to be running this team, honestly speaking. It's just, this damage is what is basically going to be topping off our score. So 247.4 billion. I don't even know if there's a point of doing more runs, because like I said, I don't think there's that much RNG here. Like maybe we can slightly get higher records, maybe we can take top 1 position, but honestly I don't think we're going to be getting 248 billion or anything like that. So basically those are going to be all the top teams you can run for this week today. Definitely you should be trying them if you have these heroes built. Otherwise you can also be running the teams which are working for you in the previous week, because of course there hasn't been any major shakeup in terms of the teams other than some kind of refinements and optimizations, as you guys saw in this video. If any other team worked for you or any modifications, feel free to share that in the comment section. That is always much appreciated. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. The link is in the description of this video or a pinned comment, and you can actually favorite or bookmark that link in your browser, and whenever you're thinking about making a purchase, you just go to that bookmark, make the purchase, and it will support me and is greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then everyone, peace out for now.